Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are returning to the warning at Roxy Fest. This was April 21st, 2018. We've already checked out a number of songs from this. We've only got 4 songs left, which are going to amount to 2 videos, and this is one of them. We're going to be featuring When I'm Alone and Copper Bullets. So far, we have enjoyed this show quite a bit. There's a camera right up pretty much in the front row, and I'm getting sound actually from another video that was a little further back. The show itself, just loads of fun. This is also just before the Hell and Heaven Festival, if you're familiar with that. We have the whole show here if you're interested. Adrian, any thoughts ahead? What have you thought of this show so far?
It's a typical warning show. It's awesome. It's intense. Yeah.
Yep. We got Ali and Lederhosen. Kind of looking a little Mickey Mousey. That's okay. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, they're bringing the energy, and Pow's just smashing the bejesus out of her drums. Danny is like a live wire up there. It's just loads of fun. So, all right.
Yeah. So like a usual warning video.
Yeah, pretty much, but there's just something about these early ones too, like pre-pandemic. Okay, I look forward to this. Let's start with When I'm Alone. We'll stop in the middle, and then we'll move on to Copper Bullets. Okay.
All right.
Let's check it out.
Esta siguiente canción se llama When I'm Alone. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. On the outside, but I only see in black and white. I'm desperate for some light in the corners of my mind. Having hope but not enough, reaching out to find no one. Am I the only soul to have lost all control? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between. Onward as we come by, think reality, and there's no escape. The bubbles in my head.
Well, what'd you think, Adrian?
Oh, Danny rocks this one out in her usual way.
Yeah, she puts all her energy into it.
In the first verse, especially, were some of the lower notes I've heard from Danny, I've noticed, except when she actually growls, perhaps.
I'm laughing because one of those things that I heard in the Estudio Increíble live streams was that Danny really wishes she had that guttural voice you hear in metal. It's like, well, I don't know, Danny. I mean, she might be able to do something. But yeah, so that kind of falls right in line with what you just said. Yeah, I love the way they powered that out.
Yeah. Tonight's homework, write a song that really blows up and gets heard by a large quantity of people.
Yeah. That's the best kind of homework. Especially when it works out, I'm hoping she got one of the better grades in the class that day, if not the top grade.
It doesn't really matter. The song came out dynamite.
That's true. That is true. No question. I'm wondering if her sisters had the same assignment. And maybe something else came. Or maybe they folded it into something. I would just wonder about that. Does anybody know about that? We hear about Danny, but of course she's a little older, so maybe she was in other classes for some of it. I don't know. If anybody has any info on that, tell us, please. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun for sure. I think I'm ready for Copper Bullets. Feel like a little bit of domestic violence.
Yeah. Very gruesome story, starting with domestic abuse and ending with murder.
All right, let's check it out, and we'll discuss afterwards.
Tenemos hoy. Muchas gracias a Roxy por invitarnos. Estamos realmente muy contentos de estar aquí y nos la estamos pasando súper padre. Esperemos que ustedes también se la estén pasando igual de bien que nosotros. Esta siguiente canción se llama Copper Bullets. But nobody ever said, and he's our biggest man.
All right. Well, what'd you think?
Yeah, a wonderfully morbid tale told beautifully and eloquently. Plus, it just freaking rocks.
Yes, it does. It's a wonderful rocking track. Anyway, the show itself is going great, if you ask me. I mean, they're just all cylinders firing, putting all the energy out there, and it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, this has been a great show from recent history. As always, they kill this one, no pun intended.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, we've only got 2 songs left on this particular show, and it's been so much fun. I'm kind of sorry about that, but we do have plenty of other shows on the way. One of them is going to be the Halloween show from 2019. We've already started dropping some clips from that, so don't miss that one. For now, why don't you folks let us know what you thought of this and what you think of this show in general. And let us know, of course, if you were there, or if somebody you knew was there, or if there's something you can tell us about that day that we might not know already, or anything like that. We like the details, all the details having to do with what's going on around these shows as well as what happens during them. And if you have other suggestions for us, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, then please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.